Good evening, everyone. My name is Alex, and welcome to my channel, Talk, Wrestle, and Repeat. Now, I will be sounding under the weather today, but we will proceed with the show. And before we begin, I would like to give a huge shout out and a thank you to my 20 subscribers for supporting me up until this point as I look to grow this channel. Now, with no further ado, let's ring the bell. I just got some brand new hoodies from the WWE shop. What I have on now is the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Also came in the mail today. We have none other than Hulk Hogan. Look at that. Hulkster. Hulkamania. Python Power. I love this hoodie. As you can see, I love Hulk Hogan. One of my favorites. And also I have the Rock's hoodie coming in soon as well, so I'm so stoked for that. Now let's start like any other. Live tonight on Access TV and TNA Plus, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. We have TNA's Impact live at the Osceola Heritage Park in Kissimmee, Florida. Now, starting us off on the card, we have Diener taking on Joe Hendry. Because I believe in Joe Hendry. Then for the TNA Digital Media Championship on the line as current champion and Crazy Steve taking on the challenger and War Machine Rhino. Then we have Jake Something taking on a TNA original and Frankie Kazarian. Then we're going to hear from the undeniable, irresistible, unforgettable Ash by Elegance. Next, the best of 3 match number 2 as current TNA World Tag Team Champions and ABC's Chris Bay and Ace Austin taking on Grizzled Young Vets, Zap Gibson, and James Drake. The current score now, Grizzled Young Veterans leading 1, ABC 0. Now if ABC is willing to pull off the win tonight, we will lead into match number 3. And lastly, we have the current TNA World Champion and a member of the System and Moose taking on Kushida. And the following night, we have WWE's Friday Night Smackdown live on Fox, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific, taking place at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. To start us off, we have the Men's Elimination Chamber qualifying matches. We have The Miz taking on the current WWE United States Champion and Logan Paul. Then we have Kevin Owens to take on a member from the Judgment Day and Dominic Mysterio. Now, so far qualified in the Men's Chamber match, we have the Viper Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. Now we have 2 additional qualifiers from this past Monday night on Raw. Added to the Chamber match, we have the Almighty One and Bobby Lashley, who defeated Big Bronson Reed to earn his spot. And also, we have LA Knight, who defeated a member from the Viking Raiders and Ivar. Now, once we have all 6 men qualified in the Chamber match, the number 1 contender will go off to face the current World Heavyweight Champion and Seth freaking Rollins at WrestleMania 40 in Philly. Next, we also have the Women's Elimination Chamber qualifying matches. We have the return of Naomi to take on a member from the Unholy Union in Alba Fire. Then we have a member from the LWO and Selena Vega to take on a former NXT superstar and Tiffany Stratton. Now also qualified so far in the Women's Chamber match, we have none other than the Man and Becky Lynch and the EST and Bianca Belair. Now, newly added as the 3rd member in the Chamber match, we have Liv Morgan from this past Monday night on Raw, who defeated Zoe Stark to earn her spot. Now, once we have all 6 women in the Chamber match, the number 1 contender will go off to face the Women's World Champion. Now the question is, who will that be? As the current World Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley, on that same night, will face the challenger in Nia Jax at Perth. And finally, we will have an appearance than none other than the Tribal Chief himself, the head of the table, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion in Roman Reigns, and the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, the People's Champ, the Brahma Bull, The Rock. And finally, we have AEW's Rampage live on TNT, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central, taking place at the HEB Center in Cedar Park, Texas. We start with a 12-man tag team match as the AEW World Trios Champions and the Bang Bang Scissor Gang, the Acclaimed Max Caster and Anthony Bowens and Billy Gunn, teaming up with the current Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Champions Bullet Club Gold, with Austin and Colton Gunn and Switchblade Jay White taking on the Dark Orders, John Silver, Alex Reynolds, and Evil Uno, teaming up with Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and Singh, being accompanied by Karen Jarrett and Sajay Dutt. Next, we have Queen Aminata taking on Anna Jay. And then we have a 6-man tag team match as the Von Erichs, Ross and Marshall Von Erich, teaming up with the Natural Dustin Rhodes to take on Hit, Romero Cruz, and Shimbashi. And lastly, we have the Spanish God and Sammy Guevara taking on Jeff Hardy, being accompanied by Matt Hardy. And that's a wrap for Talk, Wrestle, and Repeat. Thank you once again for joining me. Now, regarding this Saturday, the 17th, the NBA All-Star Weekend will be taking place, which means AEW's Saturday's Collision will be returning in 2 weeks. Also, we are 51 days away from WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia. Here, I will post up the upcoming pay-per-views and premium live events and what to look out for. If you like this video, click on that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you once again, and have a great night.